Hello, I'm Bookface, and today we're talking about Lumberjack Folklore, which is a very simple equation, but I realized I should probably still explain it at the start of every video in case this is the first one anyone watches. Basically, the formula is pretty simple. Campfire stories plus presumably a lot of alcohol equals content. And if you need more context, watch the other videos. I have done so many. I think this is number 13. I'm the lucky one. And with that out of the way, let's jump right in. Woo! First up, we have the Come Out of Body. I honestly just don't know what to say about that name. It's both so simple and so strange. In my brain, short-circuiting, I can hear the dial-up noise coming out of my brain right now trying to process that name, which is known under the scientific name Quadrupes improvisus. Now, those are some pretty understandable words. And what that says to me is it has 4 legs, and whoever's telling it is making it up as they go along. Which, you know what? I have done that for so many videos, I guess I can't really be mad. It's also called the Jump Out of Body. It's a creature from New Hampshire and Maine, specifically from the White Mountains. It was a harmless creature resembling a woodchuck with short stubby legs, a flat face, and large eyes. It also had green whiskers and a mark on its back or stomach resembling a $sign. Capitalism jump scare. It also had incredibly soft fur, but it had a ball of super matted fur on the end of its tail that had holes in it that could make a very loud moaning or whistling noise whenever it moves through the wind. The musical jump scare creature. It was known to make this noise when it was attacking or looking for a mate, and the true fear comes from not knowing what reason it's making that sound. Some also claim that the legs on this creature are shorter on one side of its body so that it can walk along the edges of mountains. Can we stop making everything the side-tail gouger for 5 minutes? Come on, there are so many. Stop. It rushes at people from the bushes and stops inches away from the person if they don't run away in surprise. And while I feel that I have a pretty solid grasp on the horror concept, I've played plenty of horror games and watched plenty of horror movies, I'll be honest, if this thing jumped out at me, I would probably jump and run off. I mean, not in utter terror, but it would freak me out. It's just the natural response. Don't judge me. I do that enough. And if a person doesn't actually run away, then it expels a musky scent from its rear end. Boo! Oh, that didn't surprise you? Did that surprise you? Nerd. Next we have the hoop snake, which is a dangerous snake from the south. It was thought that it could be black or multicolored, and it's not very helpful. There's no telling what it looks like. Grow to 8 feet long, jeez. But it was also very thin, just an angry shoestring. It has a stinger at the end of its tail that is 1 to 5 inches in length, and it can grab the stinger in its mouth to make its body like a large hoop, and like a big angry hula hoop with a knife. Hey, why does that hula hoop have a knife? Also, it's moving on its own. This is an odd day. Did I drink too much whiskey again? And in this rolled up form, it can move extremely fast. Gotta go fast! But it can't chase people uphill exactly because, well, gravity, it can't roll uphill. But it can still slither, though it usually gets tired of this pretty quick. Like, yeah, screw this. I'm out. All those pleb snakes slithering on the ground. Wheel is the ultimate form of life. Another way to get away from a hoop snake chasing you is that you can jump through the snake's hoop to confuse it, which, you know, confuses me too, because that seems like a very risky, precise maneuver, and make it run into something in that confusion. The most dangerous game with the most dangerous noodle. Lastly, we have the Logar, which is a surprisingly mundane name. It's the Logger versus the Logar, sort of a Romeo and Juliet story, in that a lot of people die unnecessarily. Because the Logar was a fish with saw-like teeth. It could use these teeth to cut through basically anything in the water, from logs to any other debris, flotsam, jetsam, other relatively large words. And it would also use this to cut the limbs off of its prey. And if somebody were to fall into the water, it would go through anything to kill that prey. Locked on target. You're about to die. And there we have 3 creatures of Lumberjack folklore. I think what was fun about this one is that usually I have one like big, terrifying thing or one extra goofy. These are all just little dudes. They're a little strange. They're a little like, I wouldn't want to run into this. But it's also like, most of them are like an inconvenience at most. Like, sometimes a very dangerous inconvenience, but more just a footnote. And I think I like that. I don't know what it is about Lumberjack folklore, but it speaks to me. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. Check out my other Lumberjack folklore videos. I have several. And I will see you next time. Bye.